Engage.
Hey folks, Ultimate DJs here again with another video here on launch day. Whew, what a busy day. And this one is going into detail on the new feature of the game that will have some long-term effects. Away teams assignments. Let's get right into it. That is right after you hit the subscribe button, click the bell so you know more, so you know when we launch more content just like this. Hit the thumbs up if any of this makes any daggone sense to you, and be sure to share with your teams. Leave your comments below so we can answer your questions. So, we've already done a video this morning. We've already done a Talking in Cars with DJs, and now our second video of the day. It's all about you. It's all about the content. Here today, let's break down away team assignments. What are they? Where are they? And how do you complete them? So first, click on the building itself. It's got a little shuttle bay or a little image of a shuttlecraft there. So you're going to see two slots here. We're going to use Jayla here for this first one. Note, here's a few things to note. There's a lot to look at here. So let's pause the video here. We'll start at the top. We see first that it's a common assignment. Now, let's crawl through this video and look at a few things. Before we add any officer, you're going to see that the multiplier is just 1x. You'll see that the key stats and side stats, they're all 0 because there's no officer here. And you're going to see that the reward is 264 ship XP and a possible chance at 4 Latinum. Now, let's add Jayla to this slot. Instantaneously, my multiplier jumps to 3.43 times, or 3.43x, and my stats are displayed. My chance at success just went to 100%, meaning I cannot fail this assignment. Will there be assignments that are possible to fail? Oh yeah, you bet. Especially as we creep up in their difficulty and complexity. But for now, it's just an easy peasy one. All right, look at my ship XP and lat as well. They increased by 3.43 times, rounded out, of course, equaling 906 XP and 14 Latinum. I can see the name of the assignment is called Sensor Analysis, and the duration is 4 hours. Yes, folks, we're going to spend 4 entire hours generating 906 ship XP. All these assignments are going to have a preset period of time on them for you to get your return. Of course, you'll note I also have a 10% chance at critical success, which will bonus me the Latinum reward if I'm lucky enough to hit that RNG. Moving forward in the video a little bit, now you can see that the sensor analysis is underway. It's got 3 hours, 59 minutes left on it. I can click the eyeball to open and view this assignment again if I choose, but I also see a speed up button here, but this is no ordinary speed up. Introducing a new currency called Away Team Speed Ups. These will be sourced and earned throughout events just like any other speed up will be, and will be available in 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1, 4, 12 hour, and 1 day increments. They will only be used on away teams, and existing construction or repair speed ups will not be able to be used here. Now, at the time of taping, we did have the question as to whether or not Alliance Helps is going to count towards these timers. We do not have an answer for that question just yet. My guess is that it's probably not going to. These new speed ups are probably, of course, going to have some value to them early on until people are able to build up a supply of those. My guess is we're not going to see Alliance Helps here, but I would love it if we did. Just wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Scopely. Now, dropping down one slot, you'll see that I have a second slot open, and it's also sensor analysis, but it's an 8-hour assignment, and it hasn't begun yet. I can click on the start button to open the assignment, and this one is set slightly different. It's still a common assignment, but now it's going to allow 2 officer slots. You'll note that my key stat, the one that makes the biggest difference in the multiplier, as well as my success and critical success percentages, is defense. So I'm going to want to choose officers that have decent defense as compared to attack or health. So we've loaded the 2 officers. We see our bonus multiplier go up to 2.68, and the rewards increase as well. Now, I want to show you this key stat box. If we click it and open it, it's going to tell us the total stats of the officers assigned determine the success and the reward multiplier. Increasing the key stat will have a larger effect. Click on attack and health. In this case, it looks like it displays the exact same message. Basically, the game saying, hey, for this assignment, use a defensive officer set, okay? Now, I'm going to back out of here It had some different officers. Actually, then didn't actually do as good, but oh well. Okay, we're going to start it anyway. Now, I want to speed these up to kind of get them out of the way. You'll see the new icon for the away team speed ups, a little shuttlecraft, and actually kind of cool looking. When I complete them, then I get my payout. I still get the last 5 minutes for free. Now, look here. I'm going to leave both of these going here for just a second. Let me draw your attention down here to this refresh indicator. Click the info button, and you get a description. The refresh timer automatically refreshes your assignment list every 12 hours. It's going to refill, rather, your assignment list every 12 hours, meaning absolutely free. You're going to get a new assignment list for every slot you have open and available every 12 hours. The more slots you have unlocked, the more assignments you will refresh, and your chance at getting more valuable and different paying assignments comes with your growth through the research tree, as we discussed earlier. However, if you don't want to wait and you've done absolutely everything you have to do, you can force a refresh, but at a cost. Now, I can't do that at the moment because both of my assignments are actually in progress. So let's go ahead and finish one. Then I'll click report. It's going to pay me my loot. I'll jump for joy at my 906 Latinum, or 906 ship XP. Woo woo! Gravy train rolling. And then we're going to come back out now. Now you can see that I've got the refresh button is now lit up, and I can now refresh and add another assignment back. Clearly, I have only 2 slots at this point, but my goal is to unlock a bunch more of these so that I can do more assignments at one time. I got to be careful, though. All right, I still have to be able to crew my normal ships that are doing my normal routine grinding out here in the game. The cost is 100 refresh tokens, these little loopy circle thingies, and now you can see I have a new assignment called Diplomatic Relations. Now, on these refresh tokens, these are to be considered somewhat of a rare commodity. There's not going to be very many sourced in-game, but there will be opportunities to buy more of these or earn them in various rare ticketed events this month. So you can earn additional of these, but if you're not careful and you waste them on smaller assignments, then you're not going to be very happy with yourself when you get a good one. Now, if I open up this new assignment, I see now it's common, but now taking 3 officers. So let's go ahead and fill it up. This assignment is offering me XP and lat, so we're good. I have 2 assignments going at once, and the process continues to repeat on and on. The goal here is to unlock more slots and higher rarity assignments, and I direct you back to about midway through our first video when we discussed the research tree. As you unlock more valuable assignments, you're going to begin having the opportunity to win other items, including, but not limited to, nanoprobes, officer shards, ship BPs, and service medals. These service medals are the gold of assignments. When you get an assignment that has service medals, that's one you definitely want to do. They are what's used. That's the currency that's used to progress through the away team's research tree. Remember when I told you that it was a completely self-contained loop? This means no resources, no steel, no trite, no crystal gas or ore will be used in this research tree at all. It's all service awards for 39 and down. And for 40 plus, it's service awards plus a more rare assignment currency called a Merit of Honor. These will be required for some of the more advanced researches at Ops 40 plus. Every ounce of research you do in this tree will require one of those 2 materials. And if you're 39 and down, everything requires just the service medals, just one. The service awards, rather. Except for the 3 new primes, as mentioned in the last video. Be aware, everybody, there will be events this arc that involve not only completing assignments, but also doing research. So spend your service awards wisely, because I would be willing to bet that here at the beginning, we're not going to see an absolute ton of these things. Of course, as we all progress, open more slots and get our shuttle bay upgraded and open up higher rarity assignments, we're going to see a lot more of the service awards come. And other high value prizes being sourced here as well, including a certain new Android Epic officer. Just saying. Now, I want to transition and take you to examine the shuttle bay. We do have some interesting mechanics and how it ties into the away team's assignments as well, at least regarding the rewards. But is there a cost? Well, of course, it's a building and it's going to have to be upgraded. So what is the cost-benefit ratio? What should you do? How much should you spend on this tree? What does this building actually do for the research tree? Let's break it down. So, courtesy of LCARS. Guys, here is something interesting about this shuttle bay, okay? And I'm going to break this down for you here in just a second. Here are some building costs. And by the way, this is a mock-up. This is not going to be your exact cost, okay? Why do I say that? Because it depends on your research. There's a ton of research around speed and cost reduction. And this building is going to be using materials and steel and titanium. It's using that stuff. Now, we noticed that there were a few researchers that had a minimum shuttle bay requirement. But what else is the shuttle bay going to do? All right, let's take a quick peek here. The tree itself contains no outside resources and materials. We talked about that. The total number of service metals required for the entire tree, all the way through Ops 50, is 730 million service awards. 730 million. That is a lot, okay? But it can be reduced with the efficiency of the shuttle bay. Let's take a look at these costs of the building. Now, they're not that cheap, okay? But they're not super crazy either. But for a lot of players, maxing this up to your current ops level this month is probably not going to happen. I know it's not going to be for me. So while the tree contains no resources other than service metals and merits of honor, it can be an incredibly long grind with no help, all right? But the building, which means resources and materials, can speed up your progression in the research tree. Is this better or worse than charging mats in the tree itself? I actually kind of like this model because it allows me to move as fast or as slow as I want. If I want to fast track it, I can spend a little resource and some materials and maybe even have some of this in the bank already that I can invest into the shuttle bay, upgrading and therefore reducing the amount of service awards. You're going to notice that the cost reduction is going to, or let me rephrase, the cost efficiency is going to increase with each level of this shuttle bay. But I need to accumulate and spend these service metals at a rate that I'm getting them out of the way team assignments. All right. But if I don't want to spend any ore, on it, that's completely fine. I can go at it a little bit slow and pay a higher number of service awards per research. If I pay, whether it be in cash or in banked materials, as far as ore and steel and stuff like that, to speed up my research in this new tree, then I can do that, and I've got the choice. Very quickly, let's talk about the cost of the building. It looks like here at the lower levels, 1 through 10, not taking anything. Couple minutes, seconds, okay, nothing here to speak of. And by the way, before I get too deep into this, we are assuming these research levels for roughly these ops levels. Again, this is a mock, okay? We're assuming these resource efficiencies at these operation levels. And again, yours will be different. This is just an approximation. We are assuming these material efficiencies at these levels. So if we come down here, let's take a look at an Ops 20. That's where you got to be to get into some of the good stuff, okay? Ops 20 going to require what? 1 million steel. That I feel is actually really obtainable. Some 2-star uncommon ore, not a great deal, 55. All right, some common there, but at least that's convertible with LAD if you can. Moderate amounts of titanium. All right, and if you're an Ops 40, for example, and you're trying to go up through this, I mean, it's just not going to take much. Okay, but now we come down here into the level 20 through 30 of the building, and again, level 20 through 30. Well, this column really isn't necessarily needed there because if you're at Ops 21, you're not going to be building all the way to 30. But let's take a look at this column. Now it's starting to get a little bit more expensive, but still not bad. 62 million steel, 1 million trite. Okay. And we start to see 3-star uncommon ore. This is what has got me just a little bit buggered, okay? Depending on what your efficiency is, it could be 1,500 ore, or it could be as little as 800 ore, okay? These are the base values over here on the left, but we do see 3-star uncommon just to get the shuttle bay to Ops 30. Let's go move on down, 31 to 35, even more. There's another 3,000 uncommon ore at the base, and again, efficiency is going to reduce that some, and now we start to see some rare ore, which is a big deal to me, as I have been using my rare ore on things like my auger and trying to get my legionary ready to scrap. So this one is going to be tough, and I'm only now at Ops 35. I am currently in Ops 39, so what's it going to take for me to get here? Oof. 1,040 rare ore at base, meaning for me, probably in the neighborhood of 600 to 700 rare ore. That is going to be a little bit of a trick for me, okay? So I'm probably going to be stuck somewhere here in the mid-30s on my shuttle bay. What's that going to do for me? That is going to increase my efficiency for the service awards so that I'm spending less service awards in the research tree. Now, if I decided that I did have 700 rare ore, I could do that. I'm going to take my ship or my shuttle bay up another 4 levels, and that is going to further save me more service medals or service awards, all right? Meaning that the assignments that I go on in the away team assignments, when they give me, say, for example, 1,000 service awards, all right, that 1,000 service awards is going to last me longer. It's going to take me further in the tree the more I have this building leveled up. Continuing down, level 40 through 44, we start to see 4-star materials here, okay? And we start to see some more expensive building costs, all right? 13 billion, 100 million in tritanium, all right? And 5,000 4-star rare ore. Getting this building all the way up to max level 50, 123, and again, approximately 123 billion steel, a billion tritanium, and a good solid hunka-chunka of 4-star materials, all right? There you guys go. This is basically what it's going to cost you to build and upgrade. What's great is that you don't have to. Yes, there are going to be a few shuttle bay level requirements, but this is primarily your choice. How much resource and material do you want to spend into the shuttle bay to allow your service awards to last you longer? If you didn't want to invest anything into the shuttle bay, that's fine, but you'll get no efficiencies, and therefore your medals or your service awards are going to be more expensive per research. Do you follow what I'm saying? Research is going to take fewer service awards with the higher levels of the shuttle bay. And this is an interesting mechanic to me. It can still cost resources and materials. It can still cost a fair number of them. However, how dedicated are you to some of these brand new researches? Because I'm here to tell you, folks, these researches, this tree right here, this tree, and I know you can't see it. It's not zoomed in very well. But this is a nice, good-looking big tree with a lot of original research and a lot of research that we have been asking for. Cargo bay, protected cargo, officer stats. There is some good research in here. And the fact that it is completely self-contained allows me to give it a thumbs up. Obviously, we are going to need to see the cost. We do not yet know exactly how these things are going to be charged and where the service awards are going to be, or how much they're going to be sourced from the away team assignments. We actually do, I take that back, Fartasia does have the costs of these, but again, we don't yet know how many and how quickly we're going to get them. That is yet to be seen, and that is what I'm going to be looking for when making my final determination on how much I may invest into the actual shuttle bay itself. Please go watch the first video on the research tree. If you're watching this thinking it's absolutely another thing that you don't have to do, watch the first video released here a couple of hours ago on the research tree. It's absolutely amazing research. A lot of it is not duplicated from other researches, and even if they are duplicated, the bonuses are decently high on this tree, just like the territory tree. So it's going to have some very significant impacts on you as a player. What do you think, community? We have done so much today, and here is everything. This is it. We're done for the day. Now, hopefully tomorrow, we're going to be able to bring you a calendar of events and our typical event guide video, so be on the lookout for that tomorrow. But for now, I have to go take a cat nap. Meow, I'm tired. What do you think, community? Leave your comments in the section below, okay? Please, please. Leave your comments in the section below. Click on that subscribe button. Click the bell so you know when we do more content. Smash that thumbs up, all right? Like this video. Share it with your team. There's an absolute ton of information here that everybody needs to know. And again, allow me to say it again. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there here just a couple of days ago. That's why I'm wearing my crown for you today. I'm wearing a crown for all the mothers because you guys are all queens. You guys are the best. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you very, very much for all the love you give to your kids and your families. Happy Mother's Day to you. It's a very important day for me. So, want to welcome you to the TNG Arc. The next generation is here, everybody. I'm super pumped about it. My name is Ultimate DJs. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful day in the game here today. Hope you have a great Arc launch day. Scopely, here all eyes are on you. We said this has got to be amazing. Let's make it amazing. Let's make it so. I'm Ultimate DJs. We'll catch you on the next one. Love you, mean it. Bye-bye.